Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato,
And I'm Classic Gamer.
and I think Ember screwed us over with this scanning device.
Why?
That's a bloody PS move, mate. That's a PlayStation Move controller. Things are
Oh,
worthless. Wait, no, not PS Move.
maybe it's an old one
That's
that
an Oculus.
she.
No, Oculus. It's a PSVR controller. My bad.
Yeah, I got the new headset for Meta Quest 3S for my birthday.
What's Meta?
It's a VR. It's basically who owns Facebook and WhatsApp and that.
Uh, I've realized about
Oh,
ooh, it's this thing again.
Graham, Grundy, I trust you are well on this fine day.
I've realized
Actually,
there's an easy way to tell if someone
Tried
isn't worth
control
listening
buttons,
to.
Spankles? It's new.
How?
Sounds delightful.
If they're
That's the spirit.
like, unless they're like talking professionally, like in a news report or something, anyone who calls Twitter X is not to be trusted.
Firmware. It's ridiculously
Yeah,
out of date.
it's Twitter.
Let's get you
I'm
sorted.
I'm not gonna call it
shall we?
X.
I mean, I don't even use
Go on.
Twitter, but
Place your
it's still
hand
Twitter.
on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system?
Fair.
Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay, here goes.
Can I read the fine print? I don't accept cookies.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't.
We haven't even found the plot yet.
Listen, I don't know if you'll be able to help on this.
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm looking for a child that went missing 2 days ago.
And from which part of the city did this child go missing?
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
We're keeping a log
It
too,
appeared that every time she
It's
tried
video
to access
format,
my data,
with
the last
commentary,
few seconds of her memory
posted to
was
YouTube
wiped.
for your
Is there
entertainment
anything
purposes.
else I can help you with?
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
No,
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of 100. Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go.
Now that I'd dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity, Graham Grundy.
well,
As
clearly
pleasant as this
you are
place was,
related to Superman
I
villain
was going to
Solomon
find
Grundy.
Milo.
You're a strange
Um,
robot.
That face looks very strange.
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
What do
Are
do?
you powered by
My
kryptonite?
name is Hollow, and it is my pleasure to serve the wonderful people.
Do you
of
think he's
New City
Metallo?
on This glorious aspiration day.
Possibly.
What are you serving?
Looks more like the Zeta
Oh,
from Zeta
social
from Zeta
climbers can bring
Project.
Their aspiration brooches to me.
And
They're a little like the Iron Giant.
I use this machine here.
Rob,
to
I don't think
customize
everyone
how
wants to
I
hear you
project on the
headbutting my
brooch.
mic.
Isn't that fun?
I'm not headbutting your mic. How would I headbutt
No,
your?
No,
What can you tell me about the
my
council?
cat is headbutting,
I know.
headbutting my mic.
I was doing the comedy.
However, if you take a look behind my stall, you can catch a great view.
My
of
cat's
the
sleeping on a little
Citadel?
divan
where
across the
council are
room.
based. It can be seen
You
from
you
the
make a
satellite right
socks.
behind
Can
me.
you please sit down? You make a lousy
Heard
window.
anything about missing children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade.
You get
Are
paid?
they social climbers?
No. They were taken into the city from the Gap.
Well, I certainly wouldn't have had anything to do with that.
Well, I'm not accusing you.
What is an aspiration brooch?
A special wearable reward to Union City's esteemed social climbers. Courtesy of the council.
Yes, but what do they do?
The brooch permits entry to areas around the city, exclusive to social climbers, such as the Old History exhibit in the Museum of New History. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
So you change people's aspiration brooch?
Only if they ask me to.
Sure. How do you change it?
First, my customer places their aspiration brooch here in the machine slot. Then, through me, they can choose which hologram they'd like the brooch to display.
Cool.
And you put it on the brooch?
Now you're getting it.
Sounds simple enough. I'll see you later.
I can't wait. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
Okay, I don't have enough to hack this yet.
Yeah. Seems that way.
Now, are these real people or just kind of... No, these do not exist. Okay.
They just are there in the background for show.
They don't
Well,
even
that was a
have
great,
voice
that was a great
lines.
conversation.
Do 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 do. Dispense drink red. All right.
Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
We made red spankles.
Well, we've got a blue spangle, whatever it's called, and a red one.
I must say, I'm happy I don't have to talk to every single NPC wandering around here.
Yeah, that it is.
I'm your customer.
Oh, well, hello to you too.
Okay, we only have the one option.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Ooh.
Get the favorite alarm, whatever that means.
The droid had been designed to deliver service with a smile.
Excuse me.
Greetings, citizen. Have you come for another extra large fluoride orange spankles with extra foam?
I don't know if that's my sort of thing.
Incorrect. According to your order history, it is your new favorite beverage.
My order history?
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
You sound an awful lot like that aspiration brooch droid.
Hollow?
I guess so. Are you the same model?
Correct, sir. And how proud I am of that, too. Hollow is a fine droid. An honorable droid.
You're a real fan, huh?
No, sir. I'm a real droid.
Ha!
What do you do here?
My name is Barry. And it is my
Barry.
pleasure to serve fresh, crisp, premium spankles to the wonderful people of Union City.
Do you prepare the spankles to order?
No, sir. That would be unforgivably inefficient. I merely have to collect the flavor from the dispensary and voila!
Any chance of a coffee?
Spankles?
No, a coffee. Cup of joe.
Toffee-flavored spankles?
No, coffee. Coffee-flavored caffeinated coffee. Coffee.
Why caffeinated?
I have no idea what you're saying right now. However, all ranges of spankles include 250% of your recommended caffeine intake.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of caffeine. Even for
You
me.
just say 250%.
250% of your recommended daily intake.
Jesus Christ.
Now I drink coffee like a fucking Frenchman, but even I understand that is way too much caffeine.
Do you know anything about missing children?
Yeah, you're bouncing off the walls, mate.
My pay grade. Unless
I think I just have a heart attack.
I doubt it. Nobody else seems to have heard anything.
Why am I laughing?
In one drink.
Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of Spankles?
Like, this is like you get a can of Red Bull, and that one can contains 250% of your daily recommended caffeine intake.
Yeah, I don't drink Red Bull.
Well, I'm just for
take
can
a can of Spankles.
descriptions.
Simply scan your U-chip here on the
Be like, you do the Wraith Energy, right?
What flavors are available?
No need, Citizen Graham.
It would be like you just ate the entire thing of Wraith Energy powder.
If you are unhappy with the result, your taste buds can be recalibrated.
Recalibrate? my taste
Recalibrated?
buds?
What do you know about the council?
The democratically elected body of Union City government, as introduced by Joey. His final gift to Union City was to transfer leadership to those most deserving.
See you later.
You feel a thirst to comment? You talk to me.
I'd rather not talk to you. I don't like you. Especially because you live in the world now with no coffee, apparently.
One fresh, premium Spankles.
Thank you.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
See how Union City became so great.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
The robot was spitting out as pleasant as this place was. I doubted it was going to help me find Milo. I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent.
The only thing I remember, Foster, is Joey always being angry at you.
You have found me a terrible, useless body, Foster. I hate you. Fuck you.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Personal data. Ministry of Aspiration. We have known that your kudo score was dropped again. Dear Mr. Grundy, we hope you are happy with the lens replacement for your holoplint. Thank you for your custom. Please return the faulty one when it's convenient to do so. You missed out on choosing a new Spankles flavor to Union City. Better luck next time. Okay.
Well,
It's come to the Ministry
down,
attention
by
that
the way.
an industrial cleaning robot was locked in an empty land train and transported to Azio City. Analysis underway to determine the person responsible for this error. Your record indicates an absence of 4 consecutive days. Please contact your manager to determine how we can best remedy the situation. We've been missing from work. As your heart regulator implants are no longer fitted, please return them to us for analysis. Minos Health, here to monitor you and your health. Thank you for keeping a smile on your face. Photo competition. Hey Graham, don't forget, winners of the Union City photography competition can be announced tomorrow morning. Yada yada yada. Mrs. Blythe's Sewing Emporium. Black is the new black. With the new goth silk, darker than emptiness itself, and super soft on the intimate areas of the senses of goth in everyone. Isn't aren't goth jokes a little outdated? Play reminder from Minos Health. Your health check is now overdue. Ministry of Comfort. I'm not reading all of this. There's so much nonsense. Holoplinth.
Yeah, it went 14 days ago at the top all the way down to the bottom, which is the most
Advice
recent.
Man. I want Advice Man. He's cool. Ooh, bin.
personalize your aspiration brooch here.
And the point of that was?
Mhm. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? I just do things.
Box, please.
Droid looked like 2CU after a power wash. Hey, 2CU?
I'm not 2CU.
Oh, sorry. You look just like the one outside.
Oh, so we all look alike, do we?
Now hold on, I didn't mean that. You have to admit, though, you do look a lot like 2CU.
My name is 1CU. 1. We're totally different.
I am not going to have this argument with a fucking drone copter.
Better version of you?
You're speaking to the first, an original, a numero uno community welfare droid.
Do you know anything about missing kids in Union City?
There are no missing kids in Union City, sir.
Really?
Every single child in Union City is U-chipped and can be found at any moment. Period.
What
What about
is happening?
the chip child from the Gap?
Ha, not to worry, sir. You won't see that sort in here.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
The monopod station is situated at the entrance to the piazza.
No, I'm looking for a vehicle that came into the city.
Well, it can't have come through here. The piazza is a strictly pedestrian zone.
Tell me about Joey.
Before my time, I'm afraid, sir.
You must know something.
He brought the city out of darkness and into light.
Then the council took over.
Precisely.
The vehicle I'm looking for has legs. 4, in fact.
Okay, is everyone going to just walk into us?
You definitely haven't seen it?
Definitely.
So, Joey just disappeared?
As I say, I know
Yep,
little about
they're all
the
just
piazza.
getting stuck on
For
our
more
conversation.
information, check out the museum.
Tell me about Union City.
Would you like to know about the piazza?
That's not exactly...
The piazza was designed by the council to encourage citizens to socialize.
What's the point of that?
It's a fact that people like being around other people. People who are alone spend too much time thinking. And I'm sure we can all agree, nothing good ever came as a result of thinking.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, Union City happiness is at an all-time high. Thanks, Piazza.
Tell me about the council.
The council guides the ministries, and through them, Union City. Everybody knows this.
Sure. They do a good job, huh?
This guy's freaking me out.
They look after us by day and watch over us by night.
Sounds like they're popular.
He's just kind of vibrating.
Everybody loves the council.
Everybody?
Oh, yes.
So I guess he's
They love us
vibing?
back, each and every one.
Even me?
Maybe he's tweeting.
Sir.
Anything interesting going on in Union City?
Why, it's Aspiration Day, of course. An annual celebration in which all citizens are encouraged to aspire.
Aspire to what?
Aspire to be lower.
Wait. Lower is better?
Of course. As
He
the
moved
old
his head and
saying
then went
goes,
right back to...
eyes on the
Vibrating.
ground makes
Yeah.
Joey proud.
So how do I contact the council?
You don't need to, sir. Your Minos profile tells them what you want and need before you know it yourself.
What if I want to talk to them in person?
In person? You kidding? They're way too busy.
Let me guess. Busy looking after us?
Now you're getting it.
There haven't been any reported kidnappings in Union City?
I am unfamiliar with the word kidnapping.
It means to steal a child.
Why would anyone do that? Union City has plenty of children.
And that's all for now.
Enjoy your day, Citizen Graham.
Can I help you, sir?
Remember, if you get out his way, he'll
Please
walk on.
dispense all waste in the bins provided.
There you go.
All right, that is something that probably should have been worked out with this game. Oh, look, he's here too.
Oh my god. He walked rather quickly, didn't he?
I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, see?
Maybe they're twin brothers.
I think it's something much more sinister.
Cloning.
Begun. The Clone Wars have. What is this? No, not Greta. Greta's useless.
Alright, let's see if we can find this museum that he spoke of.
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Ditto?
Yes.
Ditto's a Pokemon.
No, Ditto means me too. Or same. Hence why the Pokemon that can duplicate other Pokemon is called Ditto.
Fair enough. Oh, great.
The museum wasn't open yet. I'd have to come back later.
Or Crowbar. Crowbar should always be the answer.
Please dispense all waste in the things.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to Graham, my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Didn't we go to Lakeview Apartments in Beneath?
Graham than I did.
I don't remember.
Like, what was it called where what's her name lived?
Well, possibly, but I know we were kind of like in the same. We were in one area, weren't we?
Masquerading
In
as a dead
Beneath.
man called Graham. I was apprehensive about what I would find.
I could see the Steel Sky series
I had to find the stalker.
continuing
And whoever he
with a
was,
prequel, oddly
Graham
enough.
was my only lead.
Just
Yeah?
because the only name I can think of, like, because it's Beneath and Beyond now, right?
Yeah.
So the only name I can think of is like before a Steel Sky.
Yeah, that would keep the B
This
in the
particular spot
title.
seemed popular with the local birds.
Between a Steel Sky, that doesn't make any sense though.
Well, they might make a Beyond the Steel Sky 2, which I
It'd
would
be a little disappointing as a name, but
Yeah.
It was a hand scanner.
By the way, speaking of making games and making things and stuff like that, I saw an article earlier that Tom Holland has confirmed
Seal on
that
the floor showed my
the
buddy
next
Joey
Spider-Man
just
film
as
is
I
going to
remembered
start filming next summer.
when I left
Oh,
him in
nice.
charge all those years ago.
I'm glad he's do you want something?
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
may I hit you with my
I
crowbar?
didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What? Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I don't know.
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah, and what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
I am going to murder you, kid.
I'll leave you to whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Well, none of these, but I'll go with blue, I guess.
Lame.
Fuck
But
you.
you're wearing... Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing. Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
I don't like this person. We're gonna kill them.
It was pretty clear that the girl didn't like me. Hey.
Clear off.
Well, fuck you. You can't hack her. That's a shame.
Give me an
Can't
axe
make
and I
a-
can guarantee I could.
You can't hack her and make her walk off the edge of the balcony there.
It was another image of Joey, just as I remembered him. Clearly, he'd made his mark.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Water refill complete.
The holdall was stained with paint. Looked like someone planned on doing some painting. Someone had spilt paint on the floor.
What's this troublemaker up to? Maybe there's a gun in the apartment.
Wait, I know that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful.
Good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
This might be a problem. That's an evil man.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has? But that's wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Fair enough. We'll do it.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
You got it.
Don't worry. You can count on me.
Not my first rodeo.
I wasn't sure what
I will put on a fake beard and dance to
If I
Jasmine.
was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Think we'll have to sing Jasmine?
Oh god, don't.
A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals.
Hey, it's broken. It's smoking mirror.
Oh,
wondered
yeah.
if Graham self-medicated. Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake?
Very real.
Unlikely. The tentacle monsters.
Join
were
us
given
every
them years
Tuesday.
ago.
Next, Scorpion in the Sewers, real or fake?
When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. A printer? It was rare to see one of those.
Survival war.
Survival. Yeah, I was trying to read that. I had to turn my
Anti-Hellcat
head.
propaganda. Some things never change. The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Ooh, shoes.
You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. A sword?
Ooh, we can
Blade
kill the
was
woman
cracked.
downstairs with that. Ha! It's a broken sword.
I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
I don't think so.
They don't even know that you saved the city. Foster. Some old hats. A skull. An old link.
The droids who stare at goats. A classic.
Is it that one goat? Is it the problem goat? He looks
I don't
very
know.
sad.
The. Oh, I was going to read it. Don't worry, it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking.
Ooh, coffee.
At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
That's a nice towel rack.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now.
Ooh, C+.
It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port.
That's a
That leads
VGA
to
port.
Interact
Come on.
Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know.
Okay, so let me get this straight. A Schriebman port's just a VGA port? We plugged a VGA cable to the back of our fucking head last game?
Give me a check.
Scanning.
With the little screws you gotta tighten and all that?
Percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
I'd rather not look for the
You
clown.
are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey, a monopod is always safer and more convenient.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. There was a boot print. Curious. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
Alright.
Excuse me, please.
Hello there. Chipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham. May I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
And gained height.
Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Never mind. Perhaps later.
Very good, sir.
Tell me about that woman.
A woman? Can sir possibly be referring to his good lady wife?
Humor me. For instance, her name would be...
Madame Songbird. Clearly, sir is not feeling himself today. Sir might recall he even forgot dear old Chipworth's name earlier.
Who?
Me, sir.
That was a joke. You laugh now.
Chipworth, tell me everything you know about me.
Request respectfully declined, sir.
But aren't you my butler droid?
Yes, sir. I have been Sir's butler for a very long time.
Then why can't you tell me?
Standing orders, sir.
Whose orders?
You... Ah, nice try, sir. Almost had me.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I had to do my own investigating. Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is Sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
Language.
I guess
Phrasing.
I am.
That would be the Honorable Mentor Alonso, Senior Officer at the Ministry of Wellbeing. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city.
Just some minor things, then.
Consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Wellbeing is always concerned, sir, with the citizens' well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if Sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe Sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
I doubt that.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. So, what do you do, Chipworth?
Whatever Sir desires.
Can you move things with your mind?
Sadly, sir, one's capabilities are restricted to the minutiae of domestic service.
Shame.
We are what we are, sir.
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. How are you, Chipworth?
I am well, sir. Thank you for inquiring.
Can you do some arson for me?
Tell me about the mentor.
As a high-ranking official of the Ministry of Wellbeing, he is here, I am sure, to evaluate the well-being of this household.
Well-being?
Health, social participation, work fulfillment, the usual, sir.
Is this interview just going to be about me?
Correct. The mentor is here to assess Sir's well-being.
And what happens if Sir answers the questions incorrectly?
Incorrectly, sir? Get them wrong. How could Sir possibly do that?
Perhaps I hit my head on something.
Ha! Very droll, sir, very droll. Might I suggest that Sir just be himself and it will all be fine?
I hope so.
Didn't have long. I needed to learn about Graham Grundy, and fast. Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very special day, sir.
See if we can find anything about him on his computer, about where he worked.
Something told me the fire was not authentic.
We can't. Shame.
Oh, shame. Shame indeed.
Can't do anything with this one either. Or this one. Bathroom. Look into my nose. Polling, land vehicles, missing worker. Manager, chairman. Okay. Mr. Spankles. Marjorie. Oh, Grit. Doesn't matter. Ooh, lobster. You drop 20 points. Oh, 2 points. Okay. Land Train Vehicles Group. Koala Couples. Ministry of Plenty, Everdrive Mini Ks. Serve Well-Being. Mr. Graham Grundy, due to your unexplained absence from the systems, an appointment has been arranged for you and Mrs. Grundy to discuss well-being with Mentor Alonzo. So that's happening today.
Right, looking at the what's it called? Ministries on the computer. See if there's anything on there.
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records.
So we need to do 3 things from what I have gathered from this. We've done the bathroom. Mm-hmm. We've done the employee of the month on the wall. We've headed to the spare bedroom where you can find out about his work uniform in the closet and his photography in the room. So the photos.
The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. A cavalcade of cryptids.
Ooh.
Someone believed in monster stories.
Why did it suddenly change? That was weird.
A printer? It was rare to see one of those.
So how will I know when I have everything I need?
I don't know. He doesn't really. He just gives me bullet points of what we need to do. So, or general things of what we need to do. So,
it seemed everybody in Union City had a kudos level. I still didn't have a clue about Graham's. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal.
Gotta find his actual kudos.
To find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
So I have to go back to his computer by the sound of it. Nothing in there.
Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Here we go.
I mean, I already knew his level was C plus. Was C plus. I thought me seeing it was enough.
Yeah, normally with games like this, you have to click on it so the character learns it.
I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
But not a very good one.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here
Alonso?
monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Yes, sir.
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor
There's a
Alonso,
bit of beard missing.
what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me.
Of course, my mistake.
Whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
Well, it was C, but now it's A plus, right?
I believe it's today plus, yeah.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A plus now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C plus right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Can you double check if it's B plus, B, or B minus?
It doesn't say on here. It just says you'll be asked questions.
Mr. Grundy?
B plus.
I didn't spot a plus on the record. Must have been my mistake.
Fuck.
That is all I need to check on. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
Train depot.
Land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology.
It's a challenge, sir.
Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little trap there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks. I was working at the land train facility, of course.
No, you weren't.
Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Oh dear.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling?
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Who you are, or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap?
I don't know.
Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh.
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
But that is all the time we have for now. I have been Merrick Tomato.
And I've been Classic Gamer.
And we'll see you next time with more Beyond the Steel Sky.
Oh, yes.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi. Thanks for watching. This has been played, edited, and recorded by me, Merrick Tomato.
And he's been helped by me, Classic Gamer.
You can find a link to Classic's YouTube channel, Classics Gamer, and his Twitch in the description below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.